This is Edward Plantagenet, and I made a video a while ago about this plant because I didn't know what kind of peppers were going to come out on it. It was unmarked. I didn't know what it was. It went through a whole bunch of stress and struggle, but it thrived, and I wanted to see what it developed into. I almost got rid of this plant on multiple occasions, but it toughed it out so much I couldn't bear to part with it. So the big reveal is here, and Edward Plantagenet has shown himself to be a Dorset Naga. Yay! This is exciting news because Dorset Nagas are some of our favorite peppers, and to have another one, especially one that's doing so well. I mean, there's a bunch of peppers on here. The plant itself is great. A lot more flowers happening. So we should be getting more to come. Tons of buds. It's looking awesome. Super, super healthy. And we're very excited to have more of these. The Dorset Naga is an extremely hot pepper, and it's extremely delicious. So it's one that we love to have around. We use it a lot in cooking. We've dehydrated some. We keep some in the freezer. And growing them has been a lot of fun. It's a good pepper to grow, very prolific, pretty easy as far, we didn't have any real specific struggles with them. This is the first season that we're growing them for ourselves. Look at that plant, especially for one that started out in a water bottle, and it just looked, pretty bleak for a while there, but it just came along and kept thriving. So we've got ourselves a really awesome Dorset Naga plant named Edward. And another really exciting point about this plant is that the soil I planted in here is this kind of, I don't know, sort of less than premium potting mix, let's call it. It is an organic mix, and I had never tried this before, but I thought, we'll give it a go. But it's done pretty well. It's not the best soil by any means, but it's done a good number for this plant and the other plants that I put it in, so it's doing all right. We have another over here is another mystery plant. We've got a garden full of mysteries, honestly. This is one that when we planted it, it came out of a packet of seeds that was labeled as Ahichara. So we thought that must be what it is. Well, it became evident as peppers grew on it that it was not an Ahichara, but some are ripening. And this is what we've got on our hands. It turns out this is a ghost pepper plant, or Butcholokia. And this pepper is also extremely hot. It's a nice plant. It's very, very heavy with buds. So we just started to see the first few peppers come out on the bottom. And you can see on the top here how many more flowers. I mean, this thing is about to kick off. So we're going to have what looks to be a bunch of ghost peppers. The problem is ghost peppers aren't really my favorite, to be perfectly honest with you. They're super hot, and they have a very distinct flavor. There was a period of time where they were considered the hottest pepper in the world, and that is no longer the case. There are other strains that have been created, and the ghost is no longer the top banana, but it is still a very hot pepper. It's good to use for cooking if you like heat. And as you can see, there's a lot of peppers on here. So that's exciting. Pretty cool. We've got some other ghosts right next to it that this plant is not looking nearly as good, but we're going to get a couple of peppers out of it. So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing these are also red. They do come in red, peach, chocolate, a bunch of different varieties. And this brings us to our last mystery, which is a plant that we totally messed this one up because we planted the seeds we thought we had a yellow warthog, and we labeled it as a yellow warthog, but it seems that we just switched the marker because this is not a yellow warthog. Not even close. This plant is gorgeous dark purple foliage. And what I've learned about purple foliage plants, well, for peppers anyway, is that the more light they're exposed to, I believe the greener the leaves will become. So this has gone through, in its entire lifespan so far. It was very dark purple at the beginning. Now it is lightening up to more of a green, but there's still very distinct purple coloring on it. And again, this has a lot of buds, a lot of flowers coming out. And you can see these little peppers here. There's one. What a cool dark purple pepper. I love purple anything really. Here's another little one. And some more on here. Here's another bigger one. What this does turn out to be, as far as we can tell, is a variety that is called a Black Panther. And this is one that is still very hot. We'll see what develops on this one. Yeah. All the unidentified peppers have been identified.